There was a person who seemed to be preparing the camera and he said, "Hey asshole, did you turn on the camera?" "Yes, I recorded it." "Stupid bastard." Then he started live. He said, "Hello, subscribers. Welcome to Anirecap channel. Anirecap, we can rate everything. YouTuber BJ, a B-class hunter Kang Dokyo. He said today's monster is a C+ class monster. I'll make a video on how to attack arachne. As you can see, arachne lives in clusters. Just like ants, they are actually classified as a species of spider as well. However, they are clearly different from spiders on Earth. For example, they don't attack from behind, instead, they shoot out cobwebs. Then the spiders started running towards them. Kang Dokyo and his friends were astonished by that. He said, "They don't spit out webs, but dart at the enemy, you guys." Then the spiders started to attack Kang Dokyo. He tried to block the attack. He said to the cameraman, "What's going on here? Cut first." The cameraman said, "Okay." The man was scared. He said, "No way." And the person holding the camera was the person in charge of filming and editing strategy at Anirecap channel, named Mangsa. Mangsa also said arachne's original fighting style is not direct combat, but hunting. That's why they shoot out nets to entangle the enemy first, then inject poison into the immobilized target, causing them to die slowly. Therefore, it's impossible for them to just charge forward. Kang Dokyo looked at Mangsa with annoyance and he said, "You bastard. We should talk later, Mangsa." Mangsa said no, but Kang Dokyo started lunging at the spiders and he finished them off one by one. And Kang Dokyo had defeated all the arachne. After defeating the monsters, he angrily said, "Ah, what the hell? You said the arachne sprayed the net first, right?" Mangsa also said in his heart, that would be the last resort for arachne to hunt down prey like this. What if the arachne are already in a desperate situation where they have nothing left? Then Kang Dokyo shouted, "Hey Mangsa." And he immediately pulled Mangsa's collar. While venting his emotions, he said, "Are you going to act like this, bastard?" Mangsa said sorry. Kang Dokyo immediately hit Mangsa and he said, "Will that apology fix everything? I almost died because of you. Do your investigation properly, okay, idiot?" Mangsa vomited his guts after being beaten by Kang Dokyo. Kang Dokyo said, "Shit. This is the reason why traitless people won't succeed." Mangsa said in his heart traits, "I am an awakened. But the abilities I gained after becoming an awakened are meaningless. These are abilities that are nothing special, so traitless is completely useless in the hunter industry. So, my chosen method of survival is analyzing monsters and teach the hunters how to fight them." Kang Dokyo said, "Stupid bastard. I almost died because of that bastard. If it wasn't for me, you would have died." Then his friends trembled and felt so scared, seeing the figure in front of them. They said, "Dokyo," while pointing at the back of Kang Dokyo. Kang Dokyo hadn't realized that there was a big monster behind him. He said, "Huh." The monster immediately shouted at him and the monster immediately attacked him. But Kang Dokyo was able to dodge the attack and everyone who was there ran to save themselves. They said, "A light monster, run." Everyone tried to run as fast as possible. Kang Dokyo accidentally dropped his sword and he said, "Fuck my sword. Am I really going to die this time? If I want to survive this place, I need bait. It's you, Mangsa." Then he kicked Mangsa hard in the face. Grinning, he said, "This is all because of your poor investigation, so you must take responsibility." Mangsa tried to get back up and he said, "Bastard." And the elite monster was right behind him. Mangsa could only stand still while holding back his fear. Mangsa said, "My body won't listen to me. Am I going to die like this?" And he recalled the events in his past. He recalled when he was in the hospital with his mother. There his mother said, "Sue." Mangsa also said, "Yes, Mom." In the midst of his dying condition, his mother said, "You have to protect Coa." After remembering the words of his mother, he said, "No, I can't die here. At least for my sister, for Coa." Then he took Kang Dokyo's sword and he stood tall before the elite monster. He said, "I must survive, no matter what." Then he lunged at the monster and tried to attack it. And suddenly, the huge monster was destroyed by a large and powerful explosion. Mangsa was thrown away by the explosion. He said, "What happened?" Then he saw someone coming. Mangsa was confused by that. That person had yellow hair and he looked so strong. He had a bright aura radiating around his body. Mangsa said, "Who is that person?" Then the explosion happened again. Mang Suwu and the mysterious person immediately turned to the direction of the explosion. And in the explosion, there was someone who came. That person had silver hair, and he had an aura of darkness. There he shouted, "Where are you hiding, bastard?" Mang Suwu also said, "Who else is that person?" That person immediately jumped up, and he said, "You arrogant bastard, this is where you'll stop running away." Mang Suwu said, "What? Why are they fighting?" They lunged at each other, and they started fighting there. The fight created a huge explosion. Mang Suwu said, "Ah, this power? What happened?" Both of them were thrown away from each other. Mang Suwu said, "Those who make even Arakan and elite monsters tremble with fear." What an extraordinary figure. The battle continued. The fight looked very fierce, and their battle created a huge wave of power. Mang Suwu said, "Those two? Who are they?" The yellow-haired man was hit by a kick from his opponent, and he was sent flying. His opponent said, "Tell me where you're hiding. I've had enough of your rebellion." The yellow-haired man said, "No, we have a long way to go until it's all over." Then the man began to unleash his power. The silver-haired man said, "Oh, you want to go all out, huh?" Then he too began to unleash his power. And they fired their powers at each other. They were fighting each other. The silver-haired man said, "At this rate, you won't get out of this unscathed either." The man with yellow hair said, "I don't care." Then that man glanced at Mang Suwu, and he said, "Because I left that possibility open. Sorry to get you involved in this." Then the energy from that man started to go towards him. Mang Suwu was surprised by that. Silver-haired man said, "Don't tell me you." Then their two powers began to converge and created a huge explosion. Yellow-haired man smiled and silver-haired man looked so angry. Then the place began to disintegrate due to the explosion of power from their fight. The man with yellow hair said, "I will leave this to you." Then in front of him was an energy that protected him from the explosion. And after a while the explosion began to stop. The place became quiet and dark again. Mang Suwu said, "What just happened?" Then, when he was stepping back, he accidentally stepped on a smartphone. Mang Suwu immediately picked up the smartphone, and he said, "Why is there a smartphone here?" And the smartphone suddenly got a message, "New manager confirmation." Mang Suwu said, "Huh?" Then the smartphone displayed the message, "Checking the connection line." Mang Suwu said, "What?" Then the smartphone read, "Manager position inheritance completed." Mang Suwu said, "What the hell?" And suddenly in his mind, there were images of several great people. Mang Suwu's eyes also gave off a blue light. And on his smartphone it says, "Gatu, welcome to Gatu, manager." Mang Suwu also said, "Gatu." On the other side, Kang Dokyeol and his friends had made it out of the cave. They all looked exhausted because they had been running without stopping. While wiping his sweat, Kang Dokyeol said, "Damn, am I this bad? What are the chances of facing an elite monster in a C+ class dungeon?" His friend said, "Thanks to you, we all survived." Using Suwu as bait was a good choice. As expected of Kang Dokyeol, rank B hunter, you're experienced. Kang Dokyeol also said, "I didn't name our channel We Shall Rate Everything for no reason. Of course, I'm prepared for something like this." Then Mang Suwu came out of the dungeon, shouting, "Kang Dokyeol, you bastard." Kang Dokyeol was surprised by that. He said, "Mang Suwu, how could you?" But before he could finish his sentence, Mang Suwu tried to punch him in the face. Kang Dokyeol blocked the punch, and he returned the attack. He hit Mang Suwu, and he said, "Did you forget that your rank is F? I don't know how you survived, but my problem is solved. I was too lazy to find a new editor." Mang Suwu said, "Are you serious? You think I'm going to keep working for someone who once tried to kill me?" Kang Dokyeol approached Mang Suwu, and he leaned his hand on him. Then he said, "You yourself begged and cried because you needed money for your sister's medicine. I helped you because of my generosity. You can't do this to me. You have to repay my kindness, Suwu. Realize your position." Mang Suwu hit Kang Dokyeol's arm and he said, "If you can't take it, don't miss any of it. This has become a habit of mine because you complain too much. I didn't know that this could help. The video recording of you leaving me. Can you imagine the number of views I'll get if I upload this video?" Kang Dokyeol shook his head and said, "You know I can kill you here." Mang Suwu said, "Yes, I'll die of it. You'll go to jail and lose the channel you worked so hard for. Let's do this, okay?" Kang Dokyeol started threatening Mang Suwu. He said, "Mang Suwu, if the video is uploaded, your sister will also be in danger." After hearing the threat, Mang Suwu could only remain silent. Kang Dekol walked away saying, "We'll find a new editor." "What are you doing? Get your stuff." After Kang Dekol left, Mang Suwu said, "Try hurting my sister. You don't know what I'll do." After a while, Mang Suwu had arrived at his house. Arriving there, he immediately opened his smartphone. He said, God channel. New to, a free website where everyone can upload videos. Of all the channels on that website, the most famous is Channel Hunter. But then Mang Suwu also saw a video that was on Gatu. There was a saintess who was fighting the demon. The saintess said, "The holy sword I bought from Hephaestus. I will use this to fight Lucifer." And there was also a god Odin who was fighting a monster. Their Odin said, "World Predator Snake. Jormungand in 12 minutes. See how veteran players defeat this boss quickly." Mang Suwu also said God of mythology. Figures that exist in stories, heroes, and legendary figures. Those who run this channel. Then, who is that man? Mang Suwu wondered about the figure of the yellow-haired man. Mang Suwu said, "Why did he give me this cell phone? Everything is confusing. But if this is real, if they really run the YouTube channel, they probably started with less than 1 million subscribers. Let's see, it doesn't look that bad. Let's try this, okay?" Then, Mang Suwu tried to watch the video that had the title, "Justice, Loyalty, and Determination. The reason I left my family to the devil. I'll explain." Mang Suwu pressed the subscribe button on the channel. Then a notification appeared from the system to become a member. You can watch and learn from the inside. S+ Traits Lecture. Mang Suwu was surprised by that. He said, "Huh." Then the system said, "You have subscribed to this huge Liang channel. Subscribable channels are 1 out of 3. Gained insight, S+. Mang Suwu was so surprised to have gotten that trait, he said, S+. S+ only exists as a classification in rank A. Rank S+ does not exist. The people who fought against the Demon King. 13 heroes. People think that they might have the rank S+ trait. I got the rank S+ trait instead, just by subscribing to the channel. Impossible. If this was real, I should have felt something. But I didn't feel any changes. Is this because this trait increases my observation ability and intelligence? At this rate, it will be difficult to notice the difference instantly. Then Mang Suwu watched a video from Hercules, where Hercules said, "Event 10,000 subscribers, free personal training session. How to attract the House of Zeus." Mang Suwu said, "Oh, I can definitely feel the difference from this one." Then, Mang Suwu subscribed to Hercules channel. The system said, "You have subscribed to the Hercules channel. Channels that can be subscribed to are 2 out of 3. Gaining superhuman strength, SS." Mang Suwu was so shocked, he shouted, "Rank SS." No. While shouting, he hit his own laptop because he was too shocked by it. The laptop was immediately destroyed. Mang Suwu said, "What? Did I really get the SF rank trait?" The system said, "You just used superhuman strength. Proficiency in using superhuman strength slightly increased. Proficiency in using superhuman strength increased by 0.1%. Mang Suwu said, "Oh my god, I got trait rank SS just by subscribing." Mang Suwu was confused by the situation he had just faced. He immediately shouted, "I don't know. I don't understand. What is this got to?" Then the system said proficiency in the use of insight, S+, is slightly increased due to thinking hard. Proficiency in using insight, S+, increased by 0.1%. Mang Suwu said proficiency. Do I have to reach 100% first to be able to obtain the full trait? Personal training from Hercules. Mang Suwu tried to watch the training video from Hercules. There was seen that the residents were very surprised, seeing the pole of a building being lifted by Hercules. The Hercules said yes. This is amazing. Then Hercules put the pole in both hands and he showed the squat position. And he said, "Stimulate this Kai." His legs began to emit blue energy and electricity around him, and his footing was cracked by him. Then she lifted the pole and said, "Too good." Mang Suwu was so surprised to see that, he said, "What is this? Oh my god, how can I follow those moves? No wonder he only has 1 subscriber, I could never do that." Then he unsubscribed Hercules channel. The system said, "You can't unsubscribe." Mang Suwu said, "Huh." Then from the video, Hercules said, "Haha. Hey, that skinny guy over there. You can come anytime, but you can't just leave." Mang Soo was so surprised, he said, huh? Mang Soo also tried to cancel this subscription successively, but still the system said, can't cancel subscribe. Mang Soo was frustrated by that. He said, the subscription can't be canceled. The system said, it's impossible to cancel after subscribing. Channels that can be subscribed to 2 out of 3. Then Hercules said, in that case, see you tomorrow. Then his cell phone rang. Mang Soo said, who called me? And on his cell phone it was written that bitch was calling him. Mang Soo said, why is this person calling me? Then Mang Soo answered the phone. He said, what do you want? It turned out to be Kang Dakol. There he said, oh, you answered my call. I thought you blocked me. Mang Soo said, I asked what you wanted. Kang Dakol said, you're not going anywhere, are you? Mang Soo said, are you calling so you can mock me? Kang Dakol said, I just wanted to discuss business. Mang Soo said, I don't care about business. Kang Dakol said, don't be so rude. We've been working together until recently. Mang Soo said, tell me what you want. I don't have much time. Kang Dakol was annoyed by those words. He said in his heart, this guy. Then he said, so, Group asked to stream together. Do you want to come with us? Mang Soo said, Group. Group. The #1 financial company in Korea. Recently the grandson of Group. Woke up 2 trade rank S as a hunter. Looks like they want to enter the hunter industry too. Kang Dakol said, I think they are expanding their field. So they went to see what the hunter industry is like. This is Group, you know. What do you think? Mang Soo firmly answered no. Kang Dakol said, really? Then I'll pay you 5,000 per video. Mang Soo was surprised by the fee he offered. He said, 5,000? Kang Dakol said, do you want to join now? While smiling, Mang Soo said, still no. Kang Dakol said, hey, this is 10 times what I usually pay you. This benefits both of us. Then, how much do you want? Mang Soo answered 50,000. Kang Dakol was surprised by the request. He said, 50,000? Are you crazy? Do you think you deserve to be paid that much? Kang Dakol said in his heart, does he know that Group is paying me that much? Then the system said, Insight proficiency has increased slightly. Insight proficiency as plus 0.2%. Mang Soo also said, let me guess, why is Group trying to stream with you instead of another S-rank hunter? While holding back his annoyance, Kang Dakol said, why do you think? Mang Soo said, it's obvious, the grandson of Group. Just obtained 2 rank straights. Group's chairman, Han Tae-sen, won't stand by and watch. He would want his grandson to learn the basics first. And what are the basics of being a hunter? How to hunt monsters. The reason why. Your channel has 210,000 subscribers and can make money. Because of my unique strategy. So, the reason why Chairman Han Tae-sen approached you was not because of you, but because of my knowledge. Kang Dakol started to get nervous. He said, but 50,000 is? Mang Soo said, you don't want to. Kang Dakol felt annoyed with that too. Then Mang Soo said, if you can't pay me, get a loan or something. Or find someone else.